A man knows booty when he sees booty.
Come on now.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Tom Brady should have stayed in that retirement home. He should have left.
I've fallen, and I can't get
The
up.
Jets are better constructed right now. They're closer to a Super Bowl than the New York Giants.
I would like.
They're a quarterback away. Corey's living in his own NFL right now.
Justin Fields is playing good.
He's been playing a lot better.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Yeah, wow.
You don't like to hump?
Yeah.
Not a big humper?
Yo.
It's Football Friday on WHPC Sports Talk.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
It's Friday, everybody. Another Football Friday on WHPC Sports Talk. On the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Whew, got another good week of games. And it is all football today, baby. No other sport. Before we get to the content, let's introduce the co-hosts. Host for today, Joshua Umahi, joined by Nico Each. What's going on?
Well, I know we're going to be talking about football today, but the Rangers won 8-2 last night. And Ash Ketchum, after 25 years, is finally a Pokemon World Champion. And I think that deserves some praise.
No, that's big news. That moves the needle right there. We were talking about it in the back. How nice would it be to be 10 years old for 25 years? I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
A lot of cases would be involved.
You're not wrong about that.
I'm not. I mean, never mind. Let's just.
Corey David, what's up? Why are you looking like that?
You know I'm looking.
I have no idea why you're looking like that.
Respectfully, yo, that intro, it's not it. I'm gonna say respectfully, that intro.
Are you dissing Justin Greenberg right now? How dare you?
Was not it. I felt
he put that work in.
I felt there was some subs to my Giants.
Well,
I felt there was some subs to me. The disrespect.
Well, there was a sub to you? What are you talking about?
Who?
No, nah, it was something else. I didn't peep it. I was like, Corey's living in his own.
He's living in his own NFL.
Yeah,
we're not wrong.
Well, the people that don't typically listen. This is your first time listening. Thank you for listening. But the people that don't know, you two have a little beef going.
Oh, and also since you talked about Ash Cat.
No, yeah, Oshkosh.
Ash Ketchum. Had to catch Cash. See, he'll always try to turn it into a joke. But we lost Batman today. Kevin Conroy, the person. If you watch any animated Batman shows ever, he was the guy who voiced them.
I feel like the last 3 years, a lot of, obviously pandemic related or unrelated, there's a lot of important people just leaving us behind.
Betty White, Aaron Stone, R.I.P.
As soon as we lost Betty White, I was like, yo, we just going on now.
She almost made it to 100. Almost. She was right there. Okay. Anthony.
I gotta disagree with Corey. That was an amazing intro. It was amazing. Wow.
It wouldn't have to do with anything you're wearing today?
No, but, it might be, maybe. I'm just saying the intro is very great.
What jersey are you wearing?
Oh, it's a Revis jersey.
A Revis jersey.
Yeah, I was going to get Sauce's jersey, but it's out of stock,
Second greatest cornerback in Jets history, of course.
Second.
Yes, well, everybody's buying the hype, because people listen to WHPC. People listen to WHPC Sports Talk. I'm sure they've heard you say, you let the people know that he was going to be better than Deion Sanders, and they just all rushed to buy his jersey.
That's right. This was on Monday, Corey. They wasn't here for this.
Let me have Let me have a minute to talk about this. I'm not going to go crazy.
Explain yourself.
Explain what you said on Monday.
Okay, I'm going to explain what happened, and then I'm going to rebuttal my thing. So I said, it was Eric, right? Eric Williams?
That yelled at you afterwards? Yes.
He said if Sauce was better than Deion, right? Okay. I might have been a little biased, just a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
Okay. And I said Sauce was better than Deion because of the seasons he's having, and I feel like it's gonna be a long-term thing that he's gonna be doing down the road. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna say Sauce is the best corner of this generation. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
The best corner of this generation.
Yes.
What has he done?
He's just locked down. He is that guy.
He is locked down. That's true.
He's just locked down.
I'm gonna rest down on the greatest of all time for now because I've been told that I have to wait. So
Yeah, you do have to wait. He ain't locking up Hall of Famers out here. He don't have to deal with a Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco, Randy Moss. Who on that type of level right now as a receiver?
I would say there's a decent amount of wide receivers.
Not on that level. Not on that Terrell Owens, Randy Moss.
In the whole NFL.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, Jamar Chase. Chase is
Devontae Adams.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
No.
What?
Ooh, Tyreek Hill.
No.
Wow.
So you're saying Stephon Diggs is not?
The names I just mentioned will go down as the top 3 greatest receivers or top 2 greatest receivers of all time. Stop it. Along with Jerry Rice. Don't even play those games. And then you got to deal with Sauce. Sauce is nice, but he ain't Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders was literally a whole team, whether it be punt returns, kickoff returns, receiver, cornerback, still shutting and playing baseball on the side.
Sauce could play baseball. He could lead the Mets to a World Series.
No.
Just saying.
He could replace some players on the Mets.
He could replace the whole defense of the New York Rangers. To be quite honest with you.
No, he could. But
he could play some basketball for the Knicks too.
Exactly.
No, but then you also got to take in the fact that they didn't throw to Deion Sanders, and he still managed to walk away in top 10, top 15 in picks and interception return yards. Sauce ain't gonna be getting them picks like Deion. And mind you, when Deion got the ball on those interceptions, he was a playmaker. Soon as you seen a high step, he was gone. Don't even compare. Don't ever compare him to.
All right, but for this generation, he's not the best. Is he the best?
It's 9 games.
At the one.
What's considered his generation? What are we?
Week 1 of the 2022 season to week 9 is a whole generation, according to Anthony Marin over there. That's what you're saying?
I'm just saying he's going to go down very highly noted. That's it.
No.
Well, let's compare everyone.
Okay, from the 2010s,
right?
2010s. Compare the 2010s.
I mean, we're talking 2010s. Then you have Patrick Peterson, Charles Woodson a little bit. Who else?
I mean, Darrelle Revis a little bit too.
So I would say all 3 of those dudes are a lot better than him right now.
On paper, right? Like on paper,
on paper?
Or if they were to play with this season in their prime.
This is about
not their prime, but in 2010s.
This is probably about to defend you right now. Sauce is nice, but he ain't even on the Antonio Cromartie level yet. Stop it.
Can I just say something? Because I know we're in the New York market and everyone's going crazy over Sauce, right? But are we sure he's even the best rookie cornerback this year?
I think so. I do think so.
I think so too. But I always say, there's a guy in Seattle that's pretty damn good too.
I think it's definitely 1A, 1B.
That's what I'm saying.
For sure.
Look. See, what I say is that the Seahawks, they didn't just draft one guy that's doing good. They drafted damn near a whole secondary that's solid right now.
They drafted Kobe Bryant, no relation, but Tariq Woolen is so much more above Bryant, and he's like Nico said, it's 1A, 1B. Now 1A is definitely Sauce. I'll give you that, but to go out on a limb and say you're just being a hot take artist right now. But if you're being serious, 9 games in,
I'm saying he's paving his way to being a very highly decorated cornerback.
I could see that.
Okay,
we all can see that.
Yeah, no, we all see it, but
I'm saying, in my view, that he's great. I'm not saying that everybody has to agree with me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he's gonna have a very, very great career. Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Another thing, the reason why you can't compare Sauce to a Revis or like that, because what you have to understand is Revis. They didn't just say, "Yo, this your side," just cover it. It said, I don't need safety help. I got this by myself. You can shift damn near the whole defense all the way to the other side because that other corner may need help. But me, I got this right here. And he did.
That's fair enough. I'm not disagreeing with anybody. I just see, in my point of view, that he's going to
I just think the Deion Sanders take was a bit much.
Okay, I apologize.
I think Sauce Gardner is probably the best cornerback in the league right now.
If Deion Sanders is listening to this, I apologize to him personally.
Don't ever disrespect.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Don't ever disrespect prime time with that blasphemy.
Okay. But for right now, we have Sauce time.
Sauce time.
I
don't think that's sticking.
The sauce is forever, Josh. Stays in the back of your fridge. It's always there.
The A1
Doesn't
sauce.
expire.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that, Nico. You're never wrong about nothing, Nico.
Love sauce.
So to that point, the receivers that Sauce Gardner faced, the receivers that have been lost in the sauce this year. So we got Mark Andrews from Baltimore, Jamar Chase, pretty damn good, right? Early in the season.
What you say? You said Mark Andrews.
No, Jamar Chase.
Mark Andrews,
You said Mark. He don't cover Mark Andrews.
He spent.
He did.
Go back and watch that game. He spent a lot of time on Mark Andrews.
He did not.
He did.
You gotta understand, Mark Andrews don't come out. He's at a tight end spot. Unless you were playing a slot type middle linebacker role, which I didn't see him. No, he was not covering like that.
He's a big physical corner, and the Jets. The Ravens don't have any weapons. You can go watch the tape. He guarded a
He
lot.
kind of acts like a Travis Kelce on the Ravens side.
Yeah, and that's why having a lockdown corner like him is so important to a defense. You can put him on not just wide receivers. Obviously, that's the big matchup, wide receiver cornerback. But if it's a great tight end like Kelce or a Kittle or a Darren Waller or a Mark Andrews, you can put him on him. And yeah, that's how we faced week 1. Then you had Jamar Chase. George Pickens, who, is not really a renowned wide receiver. He has a lot of talent, but in the Dolphins game at MetLife, he faced Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I know that was against some guy named Skyler for the Dolphins. Obviously, Tua and Teddy Bridgewater was down too. Alan Lazard's on this list, Nico.
I know he gets a lot. He's not that wide receiver one. He's still a very talented wide receiver.
He is a tough cover.
Underrated.
And that's where it
very
helps
underrated.
to guard a taller guy like that. Alan Lazard is 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. Yep.
But Sauce Gardner, that's where it helps to be 6'3". That's where it helps for Tariq Woolen as well to be that size as well. And Cortland Sutton, we saw what he did to him at the end of the game again in Denver. Gabe Davis. And I know there was that viral clip of Stephon Diggs getting by him in zone coverage.
In one play.
Zone coverage. Why are people freaking out about this? It was zone coverage.
Exactly. But then you switch him over to Gabe Davis.
Who is also very good.
He's extremely good.
Amazing.
And when the game was on the line, not just throughout the whole game when he got that matchup, Sauce Gardner, but at the end of the game to make that play on a perfectly thrown ball. By the way, did Josh Allen throw that ball on a torn UCL?
Yes, I think so.
He was a freak of nature.
That's crazy. That's crazy to...
A lot of people got pass interference at the end of that play, too. Defensive side.
Oh, yeah. Like, every average corner in the league is going to freak out and panic and grab up Gabe Davis there.
Yeah.
But Sauce Gardner's that confident.
Not to, go super crazy on the Sauce side, but I think one of the best things about Sauce is that he knows space. He doesn't grab people. He can touch them without getting a penalty.
Very aware of what's going on.
He does legal touching.
Yeah.
He does. I can't argue with that. It's a factual statement.
No cases for Sauce.
No cases for Sauce.
No case, all Sauce.
Okay.
I was putting a sauce everywhere.
There we go. We will close the Sauce Gardner talk on that. 516-572-7440. Now's the time to call. We're about to pick the games. We're about to have the bed music going. It's a whole thing. If you want to call the show, do it now. We're about to move on to the New York Giants. The Jets are on a bye, but the New York Giants come back from their bye this week to host the 1-6-1 Houston Texans. But I'm going to say something, Corey.
Uh-oh.
Say trap game. Say trap game.
There's a lot of trap games this weekend.
It's out of the bye. Now, again, hold up. The coaching advantage you have. Because we saw the last 4 years or 5 years of the New York Giants, the bye week is to fix your mistakes, get things right, come back and play good football. With Pat Shurmur, McAdoo, Joe Judge, you came out of the bye still looking pretty crappy. So you have Brian Daboll, you have that advantage. He's going to shore a lot of things up. And there's not much issues with the Giants team, but Lovie Smith is an experienced coach. And I know the Texans are 1-6-1. That's a nasty record. But if you watch the games and look at them the way they've played, and that running back over there, you just like Kenneth Walker before the bye go crazy. This kid, Dameon Pierce, could go crazy too. 150 rushing yards against the best run defense in the league in Philadelphia. So, why are you looking at me like that? I expect you to win.
You mean that same run defense and that was just getting lit up by Jacksonville earlier this year?
Well, Travis Etienne's no slouch either.
Well, all I know is that what they got, we got this. I'll use that metaphor again. We got something too. I'm just saying we got one of the best running backs in the league.
I agree.
Coming in, and I feel like I hate to be disrespectful. What's a little tune-up game? What's a little tune-up game to get us right after the bye? That's how I feel.
I'm going to say this because, Corey, you've been the optimistic Giants fan all season long, but
I've been right.
You're 6-2. Of course, you've been right, but I'm just saying, like, the Cowboys, for example, 6-2, and other teams are 6-2. It's just a different 6-2 than the Giants 6-2. Where's the blowout win? Where's the team where it's just like, we're better than you? The second we walk onto this field, we're going to whoop your behind and run away with it. The Giants don't have that win.
Booty.
Are you calling them like the Vikings of the
No, the Vikings are more fraudulent.
Okay,
the Vikings are more fraudulent. I think the Giants.
So you're just saying they're a little sloppy.
I'm not. Sloppy is the wrong word. I'm just saying they're not a dominant. They haven't had any dominant wins. They win every game by one score.
They're a team that just barely wins.
Yeah,
that's truly what they are.
So they're an okay team.
They're a mid-team. I'll take
that.
They're mid-team.
It's hard to call a 6-2 team mid, but I'm just saying.
Coaching. It's truly the coaching.
So the talent is mid.
The talent is very mid.
Only thing that matters is the wins. Do we got those?
Oh,
yes, we do. I know.
What's that going to mean when you lose in the first round? Like, what?
Huh?
What's that going to mean when you lose?
There's a lot of teams that's going to lose in the first round. Dallas made.
So what's the point? Because then you got a crappy draft pick. So what are you going to do?
It's the fact we made it and we just showed resilience to the team that everybody thought gave.
And then Daniel Jones gets a 2-3 year contract and he's your guy.
Yeah. I don't mind it because he's showing us something, showing us resilience. Isn't showing resilience this year? It's that old dude in
I completely agree.
Green Bay.
But I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah, it's not going to work taking a shot at
you're not, because I completely agree with everything you're going to say.
Yeah. So you'll agree with me that Daniel Jones is showing resilience, and it's the fact that this team that everybody gave up on. I feel as though this team is a couple receipt pieces away.
What's how many? I need a number.
Do they need?
I think they're 10.
2-3.
Do they need OBJ back?
They need 3 real receivers. I think a tight end would be nice.
You gotta understand, when the Giants were making the Super Bowls, we really didn't have that much.
Mm-hmm.
We really,
True, Corey, but the NFL's a lot different right now than it was 10 years ago.
Are you comparing Daniel Jones to Eli Manning?
I think so.
This is the thing that Giants fans have been doing that just drives me up the wall. Y'all have been doing it all season long. He's not Eli.
Listen,
I'm
just joking. He's not Eli, but he brings a lot of dynamic stuff that Eli never could. As far as when you giving it to Saquon as many times as you get, and you can just take it out and run it yourself. He gives us that Lamar dynamic. They basically, in a sense, since they don't have really good receivers, they're basically kind of running the Ravens offense, kind of. Where so a run-heavy offense, you have a quarterback that can run, and they use that to their advantage. They'll here and there go out on a play-action pass, and you hope that your receivers catch it, and what you do is you rely on your possession receivers. You don't rely on a guy like Richie James to do anything for you in the slot.
Kenny Galladay might come back this week.
4 years, $72 million for what?
Dude.
He's ass. He's booty.
Him and Elijah Moore basically in the same space. It's like, what are you going to do with that?
They had Elijah Moore, the Jets, running cardio. Somebody posted a little troll Twitter video of Elijah Moore's highlights from the last game. Just him running in pre-snap motion the entire time.
Talking about trolls, did you see Baker Mayfield? They posted a Twitter video of him lining up on the D-line. Did you see that?
I did see that, actually, yeah. In practice, he was defense.
I saw that, and then I saw from last night's game.
Just headbutting people.
With no helmet on.
Yeah. Oh, he ready to get that CTE and get up out of here. He I'm done.
Well, he's trying to get workers' comp. He's not getting money as a starting quarterback in this league no more.
When your name's Baker, I feel like the brain cells aren't there from the parents, so
are you saying just he's corn-fed?
Huh?
Are you saying he's corn-fed?
It seems like it.
Yeah. That can't be his government name, Baker Mayfield. Is it really? It can't be.
Bakerson. Baker's dozen.
Oh, wow. That's even worse than I expected.
Oh, please be Keith.
Baker Reagan.
Baker Reagan Mayfield.
Reagan? Oh. Speaking Reagan. Of midterms.
Yeah. Damn, you got to be something if you're naming your kid after Ronald
Where's
Reagan.
Where's he
from? That's Baker Mayfield.
I guess it's Ohio or something.
Oh, gotta be. Not
a real place.
He's from Texas.
We know he went to school at Texas Tech, right? In Oklahoma. That's
an education.
Imagine your middle name being Reagan. What names have we slandered on the show? We've slandered Aaron.
Aaron.
The infamous
Trust me,
Tua.
there's worse middle names that's out there of people that you would not want to be named after. I've seen stories about birthday cakes that weren't allowed to be made because of people's names.
See, now you can't just say this on there, and I'm not gonna cry about it. Now I'm interested. What are you talking about?
What's your middle name, Corey?
No, not my middle
But
name.
what's your middle name?
Why would I tell you my middle
I'm
name?
just intrigued.
I don't think he wants to.
I feel like we're on the topic.
I'll give out my government like that. Like my name, I have the most common middle name ever.
James.
Samuel.
No.
They're just gonna keep guessing until you say it. I hate to.
Is it Corey? Are you Corey David?
Nathaniel.
Oh. Okay.
It's
Corey David?
You never know.
You know how you
guess.
said Reagan was like a bad name? Debo Samuel, his full name's Tyshawn Raekwon Samuel. It's actually pretty good.
Where's Debo come from?
What's the name got a weird little name? What's the name got a weird middle name? LaFrance.
LaFrance.
France?
LaMelo LaFrance Ball.
No way. There is no way.
Yo,
I think LeBron is like LeBron.
Ramon. Yeah.
Like Ramon.
Raymond James.
Ramon.
Did you
There's
know
this dude on the Russian international ice hockey team. His name's Igor.
Did you know Julio Jones' full name? Quantorius Lopez Jones.
Lopez is crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you would never think that looking at Julio.
Julio Jones is an interesting character. I'll say that. Oh, you brought up LeBron. Can we just for a moment, right? He's such a liar, bro. Now LeBron be capping.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about the viral meme that's been going around?
Yeah.
Where it's like everybody clowning him about capping a little bit.
It's just
He do be capping.
He claims to read all these books. He's always on the second page of the book every time he opens it. He just for the photo op, it's.
But it's a good book.
He listens to the Migos back in 2010. Like that's LeBron. I mean, at some point you gotta maybe he's just running with the joke. You think
so?
I think
I feel bad for Bronny.
I think he's just aware of it. He's just like, yeah, let me just.
Social media just really ruins players' image.
Yeah. That's true. I would feel a lot different about LeBron James if I never logged on to Twitter one day in my life.
Oh, 1,000%.
I'm like, this man, I'd be like, this man is the GOAT. He's not corny at all. He's just a great guy, great father, great basketball. Nah, he just be capping. I don't know.
What a guy.
What a guy.
LeBronathan.
Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan. You are listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. It is Joshua Umahi joined by Nico Weech. Hi, Nico.
Oh, hey, Josh. How are you?
What's up, buddy? Sorry, I put you on the spot.
I think it's really important that we talk about mental health and personal hygiene. I think those are two crucial things that everybody should be aware of.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Okay. Any
Also, QB wins not a stat at all, and should never even be considered for anything.
QB wins?
Yeah,
Why not?
because it's a stupid stat. It's a team sport.
Corey David, what you got to say about that?
I look at it like this: QB wins to me, it's the most important stat. How many wins you rack up? How many wins you get?
Hold on.
Wins and championships is the only thing. Wins and championships are the main thing.
Hold up. I'm gonna reintroduce Anthony. Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Hey, Anthony Marin over there. Hold up. Now where's Corey going? No, come back here. Come back here.
He's chasing down Nico. It's like a
No, because you got to sit here and explain yourself.
What? That
QB wins is the most important stat?
Yes.
No.
It's not?
So Zach Wilson's the MVP for being 4-1 as the starter this year?
No, it's not. But I'm saying it's the most important stat when it comes. Guess what? No matter what stat he puts up this year, most important thing about this season for Zach Wilson is the wins.
He had an 151 interception game and you won the game. Yeah. So he's quarterback wins.
You win.
Why are we doing this?
I hate you.
Okay, in the great words of Herm Edwards, you play the game to win. You
As a
play
team.
the game to win.
As a team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a team. But guess what? When you go out there, what are you?
Corey, can you spell out team for me?
What about Joe Flacco?
Can you
Kirk
spell out
Cousins?
team, letter by letter?
TEAM.
Okay, so where's the I?
Oh, but there's a me.
That's true.
Yeah, you didn't. There's always a counter to that. I tell people all the time whenever they say there's no I in team, but there's a me. So stop that.
Daniel Jones, MVP candidate.
He
I
ain't
would
MVP
throw up
candidate.
if he's even close in the voting.
You know, there are some people
Of all the
besides
players
Corey,
on that team, he should not be number
Good
one.
question.
They're going to give him some votes. I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous.
Good question. Out of his entire career, right?
Yeah.
Nobody, be honest, we haven't gave 2 cents about Daniel Jones, right? Why is the only reason why do we care about him this year?
I don't care about him.
Who cares about him?
Speak for yourself.
Name one person.
New
York does.
Daniel Jones.
Look.
In New York, he is the third most important quarterback right now.
Who's second?
Zach Wilson. Because that team's a lot better.
You tell a lot of yourself.
I got to clear something with the QB situation, right? So every time the Giants win, it's not because of Daniel Jones. I don't count
Not
that as a
even
win for
close.
QB. I count as a running back win, a defensive win. You know, like
Coach win. That's a coach
exactly.
The Giants have coaching wins. That's what they have.
That is exactly
Yeah.
what they have.
Like for the Jets, it's not a Zach Wilson win. It's a defensive win most of the time. When we had Breece Hall, it was a Breece Hall win. You know, it's those type of like when you have Matt Stafford last year, that it was a Matt Stafford win. Sometimes it would have been Cooper Kupp kind of wins.
He doesn't take over games.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not the
even
spotlight's not
close.
on him.
Joe
in those
Flacco.
wins.
Almost all of Aaron Rodgers' wins are QB wins.
We
if we're gonna talk
call
about it.
that a game manager. Guy who manages not to mess
He's
up.
below
a
a game manager.
If anything, he's a team player type of QB.
Yeah, he's just there
Game
to
manager's
support
like a
his guys.
Tom Brady, like
play
he
within-
manages
you play
down the
within-
drive.
You play within the system. You do things that you manage to not mess up the game where you don't lose it. As long as you win that game, you lead
No,
your
you
team
know-
out on a stop. You lead your team and you get the win. That's all that matters.
That's a team player type of QB. Daniel Jones is team player. You know who's a game manager?
No, I'm not even doing this because Baker Mayfield won 11 games with a good running game and a defense.
Yeah, how
In
do you feel about
2020.
QB wins after
Baker
that?
Mayfield, the most notable thing he did yesterday as the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers
let me
was
put this-
headbutt people with his helmet off.
Let me
PJ
put it
Walker
this way.
won a game yesterday.
When
Corey.
you're a GM,
Yeah,
right?
guess what? the only thing he'll be remembered for at his entire career so far right now is that 1 year that he did go to the playoffs. Right now, that's
let me
what I'm
break the whole
saying.
thing. I'll break
Yeah,
the whole
that
thing.
1 year that he actually was winning.
He's the number one case. Like
Winning.
quarterback wins don't matter.
Winning.
Josh, when you're a GM, right, and you look at a piece of paper, right, who are you going to take? Tom Brady, who has less wins this year, or are you going to take Kirk Cousins, who has more wins this year? Yes, Tom Brady's a little bit like washed, but who would work better in a system, Tom Brady or Kirk Cousins overall?
before the season.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
he's not-
let's-
If it's before the season, it's obviously Tom Brady. Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, yeah. When you look at paper, the wins don't matter for QBs.
Why don't the wins matter?
Because not all the time the wins
actually,
come from the QBs.
It truly depends on the quarterback. Because you look at Aaron Rodgers' career, right? He's single-handedly won a lot of his games. You look at Daniel Jones, he's barely won any of his games.
Same thing with
Barely.
Zach Wilson.
Exactly.
if a team has to win in spite of you, like, you know, Daniel Jones at points this year, 2 games, Daniel Jones could have played better this year.
Yeah, but he didn't play worse where they could have lost.
But-
He played well enough where he did not mess it up.
But if the Giants would have won in Seattle 2 weeks ago, it would have been in spite of Daniel Jones. It would have been.
Nah,
Jets have been winning in spite of Zach Wilson all season long.
Everybody knows the reason why we lost that game. So only one person, one name,
Richie James.
Richie James.
That's why you lost?
Yes, that's why we lost.
He dropped 2 punts, so I can't disagree. But I'm just saying, if you think there's not going to be games moving forward, because Daniel Jones, I know Giants fans, he's led in air quotes to a 6-2 record. But if you're sold through these 8 games that Daniel Jones is the future of your franchise, I don't know what to tell you. You're beyond saving because he's not. He's clearly not.
He's not the future. He's just right now. Like you just enjoy in the moment.
But is it worth like disrupting your future? Is this
look, there's not. Look, I'm be honest with you. Ain't a QB that I'm like, oh, I gotta go get this.
You're
draft.
truly like one of the only people with that mindset.
I probably am, but there's nobody that's like really that really excites me in this draft. If you say Bryce Young, who Alabama, Alabama ain't even going to a national championship this year.
That's
literally a team
That's
sport.
everything I'm saying. You can't You can't put Alabama giving up 50 million points to Tennessee when Bryce Young had the game of his life. But because he lost, we're going to blame him?
No. I'm not even just going off. I'm not going off. I'm not just going off that. I'm just saying, as far as he doesn't wow me. Like, he doesn't wow me. There's nothing that he's
I'll be honest, I kind of agree with...
Look.
Y'all both tripping. That's crazy.
All right.
Bryce Young doesn't wow you.
No.
He just won a Heisman, and he's playing well enough to win another one.
I think there's better QBs out there
than a back-to-back Heisman winner. We're not talking about
in this draft class.
We're not talking about Tim Tebow here. We're talking about Bryce Young, who can actually throw the football and run with
the
it.
Tennessee QB I like more than Bryce.
No, Hendon. No,
listen, there is no guy higher on Hendon Hooker than me. He is not better than Bryce Young. He is very much a system quarterback. He'll be great on a good team. He's not better than Bryce Young.
Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
He's good. His stock is dropping a little bit. He's still a great quarterback, though. This draft class is amazing for quarterbacks. This is a year where you don't want to go 6-2 when you know you're not going anywhere.
There's nothing where you gonna say, "Oh, I need to take to get one of these quarterbacks." I don't really.
It's not even tank. Just don't go 6-2.
That's what. I'm like, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even sure. Are you sure one of these quarterbacks is gonna go number 1?
I would bet a decent amount of money on it. Yeah.
I think a lot of teams would just
let's look at who's finishing one. Houston, they're definitely taking quarterbacks. They're not sticking with Davis Mills after this season.
Yeah, no way.
He's played like crap, Corey.
He has.
You never know what they're gonna draft. And if they do get a Bryce Young, the Giants ain't tripping off that. It's like, yo, and 9 times out of 10, we're not 9 times out of 10. We're not even probably looking at. We're not probably looking at like a drafting a quarterback. We're probably looking free agency as a quarterback option.
Corey, as it.
You go. Okay, all right. Who's a notable free agent quarterback this year? I'll tell you who's number one. I will tell you. Jimmy Garoppolo. Is Jimmy Garoppolo really an upgrade from Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Go, Josh.
As a Saints fan, I was sounding a lot like you in the offseason. I was like, Jameis can hold down the fort, and we have a great defense, and we have Alvin Kamara.
You thought Jameis could hold down the fort? I don't think nobody else thought that.
Everyone thought that after the year before the injury.
Nah.
Everyone did. We all saw the talent.
11-4 touchdown to interception. He had the Saints at 5-2 before his injury. But I'm just saying, the same thing you're saying about Daniel Jones at 6-2. Daniel Jones and Jameis Winston are on the same tier. Whether you want to agree or not, it is what it is. So if you want to talk about like quarterback wins, like no, like you have to being without a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Even the Jets, who are 6-3, they're having a great season. Even the Jets, if they don't get that quarterback position right, if Zach Wilson doesn't make strides or they don't draft the next guy, if he shows the rest of this year he's not him, they're going to be in a tough spot next year. If you don't have a franchise quarterback in the league, your ceiling is like so much lower than all these other teams.
Corey, I got a question.
This is what it is.
What do you think about Cooper Rush? He's only lost one game.
Yeah, the man's 4-1, Corey. Is QB wins really a stat?
I like him, but you're saying QB wins.
QB wins when I say QB wins matter?
Yeah.
As far as like when you look at a guy like Cooper Rush, he's like I put him in the tier of what's the kid in Baltimore right now? Even though he hasn't got as many wins,
Huntley.
Where it's like he's a guy that you could possibly see being a starter somewhere.
He has played well, but that he could be, but it's not going to be for a team that's going to be contending.
Yeah, it's going to be for a very bad team like Detroit, like Houston, like Vegas, honestly.
Maybe even the Falcons if they get rid of more.
Because apparently Desmond Ritter's not good enough to play above Marcus Mariota.
That blows me.
Because you never know. Being a backup, you never know when your time is going to be shot. Because I don't know, there's a guy who's a backup for I was just about to go there. It was a guy for a backup for like a minute. Who's getting stuff off this year. I'm just saying.
I'm going to tell you something else though, because before last week, the Monday night game that the Saints played, I was like, Andy Dalton has the Saints. He had them at a top 5 defense when he was on the field. Backup quarterbacks, their time, they might show you something for a couple weeks, but their time always runs out. They always remind you why you're a backup. Like the Saints, I'm going to tell all the Giants fans, I literally went through this offseason. I'm like, we have a stacked roster. Michael Thomas is coming back. He played great when he came back from injury. All it takes is 1, 2, 3 major injuries. And instead of being 6-3 or 3-6.
I'll give you a perfect example. Matt Flynn. Before he was a Seahawk, he had some great games as a backup for the Packers. Then goes to Seattle, loses his job to Russell Wilson.
I can't really compare. I really can't. He's like you knew he was a lifetime backup. You can see he was like
hold up.
Oh no!
Well, and to your case about Andy Dalton, he didn't prove it when he had his shot with the Dallas Cowboys. Because I believe that Dak had an injury the same last year as well.
You talking about when he messed his ankle up?
Yeah,
against the Giants. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
but
that team was completely different in Dallas.
Andy Dalton was supposed to be the backup. All I'm saying is like. If you don't have a franchise quarterback, like the teams I would favor to win the Super Bowl, Buffalo, Kansas City, they all have that guy. They have a great team around them, but they have that guy because you can trust that guy to make the big throws in playoff time. When you're talking about the Giants with Daniel Jones, the Jets with Zach Wilson, and all some of these other teams, like I don't Minnesota with Kirk Cousins, even though they're 7-1, I don't see it. Outdoing a guy like Mahomes, Josh Allen, guys like that, no.
I think haven't proven to the fans, Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, that they're big time future stars. Like they're good, but they're not.
I mean, the thing you do see the glimpses with Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
It's just if he could get the mental right, then he's
the maturity. He
will be amazing. His ceiling is way higher than Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
1000%.
He has more tangible skills.
Right.
I'm just gonna say, and back to the Zach Wilson Jets thing, we're gonna show, or Zach Wilson's gonna show us a lot, or we're gonna find out a lot about Zach Wilson when he plays the Patriots right out of the bye.
That's right.
Because the bye week you make adjustments. We know he crapped the bed the last time he played, but
yo, quick question, right? I hate to harp back on this point, but I just thought about something, right? What's his name doesn't put up godly numbers each game, right? Lamar, right?
Right.
But that's different.
That completely different.
We know that he's not a passing quarterback.
No, but I'm just saying. What is the one thing they kill him for?
Wide receivers.
No.
A new offensive coordinator.
No, it's the fact he doesn't. He only has one career win in the playoffs.
But nobody is saying that the Ravens. Nobody.
The whole QB win thing. It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, but the thing is, though, the reason why he praise on him is because he's only lost about 13 games in his entire career.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like when you say QB wins don't matter, the one thing that Lamar does he praise him is the fact that no matter what circumstance, he wins.
You're mucking
but
up the argument.
But it's different because Lamar actually carries the team on his back. But Daniel Jones isn't doing crap.
Nobody has ever said that the Ravens win in spite of Lamar Jackson.
Oh, second.
Nobody has ever said that sentence.
One could say it's the system. It's not necessarily Lamar, because it actually helps it. It helps his deficiencies basically. Some would say that he's not an accurate passer, and it just says you rely on the run to help to kind of mask a lot of things. You use heavy tight end sets to mask a lot of things. I'm just saying. Saying. You had a first round in Rashad Bateman, looking like dog water a little bit.
Well, he's been hurt too.
He's been hurt, but the same could be said with Hollywood Brown. That's the reason why Hollywood wanted to leave you.
Hey, we're never going to agree on this quarterback wins thing.
Never.
No, it's just not going to happen. But maybe we'll agree on some of these game picks for Week 10 of the NFL season. 2022, Week 10, let's get it. Kicking off the week in Munich, Germany, the 6-2 Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith playing like an elite quarterback against a quarterback who's been elite his entire career. We know it, Tom Brady. What was the stat, Nico? Undefeated since he's been
divorced. Yeah,
that's
Was it worth it, Tom?
So far,
it wasn't.
It wasn't. Tampa Bay though. Vegas, there are some weird lines I will get to, but Tampa Bay 2.5-point favorites against the Seahawks team is just better. I know it's Tom Brady and the Buccaneers and they have the cachet, but the Seahawks are just better. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. Who we got?
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks as well.
Okay.
I just feel like Tom this year he doesn't have it, and then you have weapons as far as like you don't have a Gronk who you can rely on to make those tough catches. You don't have a guy like Edelman or like in the slot, but you had somebody like that. I forgot his name this year that they had, who they was trying to get from Buffalo. This kid from Buffalo.
Cole Beasley.
You thought you had something like that in the slot, but the only person you can rely on right now is Godwin and Evans. And is Godwin injured right now?
Came back.
But that's the only thing you got to worry about, because Julio, let's be honest, he washed.
Anthony, who we got? Seahawks versus the Buccaneers in Germany.
I don't see Tampa beating the Seahawks. Seahawks just have good team chemistry, and that O-line for Tom Brady is not that good. And don't really see the Buccaneers winning this.
It's like he was praying. It's like he was praying to his offensive coordinator when they won last week. It was like, thank you.
It'd be funny when Tampa Bay wins that we all picked the Seahawks, but we'll see. 1 o'clock slate of games. The Houston Texans at the New York Giants. Giants 4.5-point favorites. Just 4.5-point favorites against a 1-6-1 football team. I'll pick the Giants. I'll take them with the points too. I think they win by 5-6. Who we got though? Start with the Giants fan, Corey.
We got the Giants. There was no question. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Let's see what everybody else in the room thinks.
I think we all agree with the Giants.
Let's go Houston.
Oh, well, never mind.
Honestly, this whole weekend just screams trap games to me.
I knew if anybody was going to go, I knew my guy Nico wouldn't disappoint.
I know last weekend we had the Jets win over the Bills, but
we know.
Last week and the week before, we're getting back to normal NFL football a little bit. So there's no way we'll have a third straight week of that. So we're going back to chaos, taking Houston.
You're not wrong about that. This whole NFL, it's been an idea.
It truly has.
Over to the next game. The Denver Broncos at 3-5 at the Tennessee Titans at 5-3. Tennessee 3-point favorites. Who we got?
Is Malik Willis starting?
Ooh, I believe so. Believe so. Denver, all right.
Yeah. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Ooh, Denver. Let's go.
That's a little saucy.
I don't know. Tennessee, they've impressed me, even with that loss last week. But
only reason why you give Tennessee a shot is because of King Henry.
Yeah, of course.
Henry,
but that
defense is good, but then Chiefs seem fraudulent.
I don't care what nobody tells me. Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. Has been for the last 3 years.
Anybody dispute that?
No.
Yeah, for my pick, I think I gotta go with. I haven't picked them to win a game all season, but
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
So true,
Russell Wilson,
dangerously good. Be careful though.
So you're saying this is the lock dog of the week?
I think the Titans are going to get upset by the Broncos at home this week.
That's good. It keeps the Jaguars' chances alive for that division championship.
Yes, the newly minted Jaguars fan.
That's
Nico
right,
Leach.
baby.
Let's go to Jacksonville next. I know it's not next up on the topic sheet, but they are 3-6 in Arrowhead, where they're 8.5-point underdogs. Nico, what you got to say about that?
Give me the Jags, baby. Let's go. Roll Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence did really impress me. I know it's against the Raiders, but that was a good comeback win.
Yep.
You're down 17. Usually, with the losing culture the Jacksonville Jaguars have, that's a loss. But he let them back.
They got that. He has that dog in him. Corey. And the Chiefs truly, after that Tennessee game, screaming a little fraudulent to me.
Might be a letdown.
Yeah. I think a lot of the top AFC teams are just coming back down to earth a little bit. So...
All right.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes about to have his LeBron moment. When I say LeBron moment, you ever seen that clip of LeBron where I forgot, it was like he had a dunk and he said, "This is too easy." That's basically what this game about to be.
You just
easy.
Barely beat Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
You had to go to overtime against Malik Willis. Respectfully.
Not too many times you're gonna catch Patrick Mahomes slipping. They call him slipping.
Nah.
I feel like he's gonna come back this week.
So the team that's going to win is going to be the Chiefs, but I think the Jaguars are going to cover. I feel like every time the Chiefs have like a blowout game, they always stay like mid the first half, and then the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter, they just go Superman mode or something like that.
That's fair.
I'll pick the Chiefs.
Boring.
I know. I got to stick with Mahomes.
Come on, man.
I know. Next game, though. The Browns 3-5 at the Dolphins 6-3. Miami's 3.5-point favorites. Easy for me. Dolphins win at home.
There we go.
Anybody disagree?
MVP Tua, man, baby.
There we go. We all agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears, and my guy, Justin Fields, 2.5-point favorites at home. I'm a little surprised by that, but I think the Bears not only just win this game and go to 4-6, they cover the points, and Justin Fields, another masterclass on the way.
Josh, real quick, you know how Nico said this was a trap game? This feels like a trap game. It's two bad teams, but Fields is the better quarterback in this game.
Yeah, this does not scream trap game to me.
No, it really doesn't.
I don't know.
So who's the trap game for?
The trap game, I think this is a trap game.
For who? Why?
To pick the Bears. I'm not saying the Bears are going to lose, but it's very on the edge, in my opinion.
I got the Bears, but I don't see trap game.
I need my white buffs. I'm going with Detroit.
See what I'm saying?
This game, the Saints at the Steelers. You know what, Nico? I would do a lot of things and watch this game. I would rather get a BBL and go to jail.
Oh my God!
Why would you go to jail?
Then watch this football game.
Oh, I thought it was conducted for this.
Oh, no.
Oh,
well, it could be.
You gonna sell it? Like
no. Well, who you got though? Who you thinking?
Give me a tie, Josh.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
These teams suck.
Yes. You know what's funny? I came in here yelling about the Saints on Monday, but they're 3-6. If the Buccaneers lose against a good Seattle team, I don't think it's going to happen.
I hate your division so much, Josh.
I know. The Panthers can still win it.
3-7.
Corey, who you got in this poop bowl? Saints at Steelers.
I got. I'm going.
You have to pick one of the two teams.
I know.
It's like a true and false answer. It's only one.
5, 4, 3.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. You ever seen that meme with the guys that's like, this was eyes like both, and it's like he has two
The
options.
SpongeBob one, the SpongeBob meme.
Yeah, horrible.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers too, because of the defense.
That's your reason?
Yes. Well, I mean, Kenny Pickett.
Both teams have very good defenses, but
but Saints is a little injured.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? They're a little injured.
I agree. Obviously, Kenny Pickett leads the league in turnover since he took over. Saints are last in the league in turnover margin. Dennis Allen, the defensive mastermind. What you got? Well, we'll probably cook up a 14-point loss.
Taysom Hill, the end.
The Vikings.
You like that? You like that?
They're 7-1.
Minnesota.
I don't know if I like that, but they're 7-1. They are at the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 3-point favorites at home.
I think Josh Allen's not going to play this game either.
Ooh.
There's a high chance he's not playing.
Nico, what is just a tactic? What is just a scare tactic?
What?
A scare tactic, like a
Wait, what?
not like a scare tactic, but like they're tricking.
They're trying to goof him?
Goof him. Like Josh Allen's not playing. He may not play. Boom. He plays.
Case Keenum. Ooh, scared.
No,
No. He means like tell them Josh Allen's not playing, but he's gonna play.
Yeah, like he's not playing. Like when you bet on somebody, and they don't have like the QB or like he's listed questionable, and then they play him.
I don't think
actually. Yeah, you can do that like 30 minutes before.
That's what I'm
game time.
saying.
I don't think the Vikings present enough of fear in the Bills' hearts to trick them. I don't see that.
But we'll go Minnesota on this one.
All right. Corey.
I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, on to the 4 o'clock slate. Another toilet bowl in our hands, fellas.
Christ.
The Colts at the Raiders. Real quick, who you got?
Not the fans.
Right.
Vegas, because I feel bad.
Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, and Josh McDaniels. Who would have thought? 2-6.
Devontae Adams kind of washed. Not gonna lie.
It's all bad for the Rodgers Adams tandem that was so great last year.
They suck without each other.
They
It's
sure,
obvious.
They sure do suck this year. Don't care about this game though. On to the next one. Cardinals at the Rams.
Oh, you just gonna skip us?
I don't care about.
All right, it's
Colts.
Las Vegas.
Colts.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
We gonna get our pick.
Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
for-
Jeff
thank you
Saturday. First game as a head coach.
On a Sunday.
We gonna get off.
You're on a roll
Great,
today,
that's
man.
a great.
You're on a
What
roll
an
today.
observation there, Anthony.
You are on a roll
You're
today.
every week on Fridays.
Yes.
Naming the days of the week.
Cardinals at Rams. Who we got?
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
No. Matt Stafford, he's horrible. We're gonna go with Cardinals.
Yeah, Cards.
I got to go with the Cards as well. I think the Rams are cooked. On to the next game. Nico.
Hey, Josh.
The team you formerly used to root for. They're hosting the Dallas Cowboys at Lambeau Field. They're 4.5-point favorites to Cowboys on the Packers' home field. That doesn't surprise you a little bit?
No. Here's why. Because we suck.
Fair enough.
Aaron Rodgers, kind of bad. Plays amazing against the Cowboys. He's 8-2 in the last 10 matchups.
Come on.
So
Come on.
I'm gonna take the Packers. Because I'm a fan, and it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer, hopefully.
Because he's gonna die.
Because he's gonna lose, and
wow.
then Jordan Love is gonna play the rest of the season, and then hopefully we'll lose every game, and then we can get Bryce Young. It all makes sense.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
All right, coach.
Oh, nice Photoshop in the chat, by the way.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I do a great job.
Chef's kiss.
Thank you.
Corey.
I'm going Dallas.
Hater.
Anthony.
I'm gonna speak on behalf of my arch nemesis, Eric Williams. We're gonna go with Cowboys.
He's your arch nemesis, really?
On air.
Is it a one-sided rivalry?
Wow.
Cooked.
There's a reason why it's raining outside.
I'm just saying, I don't think Eric feels the type of way about you.
No, it's like a joke. It's like, I was just
It's a
kidding.
joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. You sound kind of serious. All right.
Anyways.
We'll see you next week.
Sunday night football.
That was so cute, Josh.
Thank you. The Chargers at 5-3. The San Francisco 49ers are 4-4. The Niners are 7-point favorites. Jimmy G against Justin Herbert for the quarterback wins crowd. That is a Herbert's a 7-point underdog to Jimmy Garoppolo. So who we got?
Jimmy Garoppolo's inevitable. They'll win. But the Chargers, they're just never going to be good. I've convinced myself.
Well,
Shout out Zach.
you've seen the light.
Your team sucks.
You've seen the light. They're
Yeah.
just cursed until they get Sean Payton and trade us 3
Even
first-round
then,
picks.
I feel like that franchise is horrid. So now, it's L franchise.
I gotta go with Jimmy G in the 49ers.
Anthony.
I think the Chargers are getting a little downplayed right here. I think the Chargers are gonna win.
Interesting.
You know what? I think this is the week San Francisco out of a bye. I think they put it all together on Sunday night at home. I think they get it done against Justin Herbert and the Chargers, who just continue. They're 5-3 somehow, but they'll continue to tailspin with Brandon Staley. Run me those first-round picks in the offseason, Los Angeles, because Sean Payton is on the way. But there you have it. The NFL Week 10 game picks from the experts at WHPC Sports Talk. Got a couple minutes left in the show. Any final thoughts to close the week out?
Any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts?
College basketball's on approach. We getting right back to it. I mean, I know who I'm looking forward to seeing step up this year. I'm looking for Kentucky to come back strong this year. Looking for North Carolina. You know the blue blood program. Maybe if Villanova might come back and surprise people. You know.
You know who I'm excited for?
Who are you excited for?
Doug Edert at Bryant University. You guys remember him? You remember him?
I refresh my memory.
St. Peter's?
Oh, the Peacocks.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yes.
The legend himself, Doug.
All right.
That
Isn't he
mustache.
sponsored by like Bojangles or something?
Well, he actually might be.
Yeah.
I think so. He was very mediocre. I was looking at his stats from last season. Very trash player, but then became a god in March Madness.
It's the mustache.
It truly is the mustache.
Like Nestor Cortez, mustache.
Oh, 1,000%.
Stash. Nestor Cortez mustache, though. That's
Stash
that's
cash.
very like 70s actorish. You know what I mean?
Ron Jeremy.
You could say that. All right, do you have any more that's on your mind right now? You want to rattle off?
I might play racquetball later at the racket courts.
Hey.
Okay. Wow.
One more thing before I do go. Cool question. If y'all had to say who's the Heisman winner this year so far,
Hendon Hooker.
Luke Sprague.
Nah.
you know who my pick
Oh.
is? Shador Sanders, Jackson State.
I hope so. I think it'd be great for the HBCUs.
I would love that. I would
be
love
awesome.
that. Deion Sanders got a good thing going. Shout out Primetime, Jackson State, getting it done. I think we got it done pretty decently well on WHPC Sports Talk today.
Yeah, we took our time. We didn't go quick.
Thank you for listening.
He gonna find a way to get. He gonna find a way. Nico gonna find a way to get.
Hey, shout out.
Thank you for listening to The Voice.
A 30-second show. That's all I'm saying. All right?
You're right about that.
That's so true.
Thank you for listening to The Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. From Nico Weech, Corey David, Anthony Marin, I am Joshua Umahi. We're closing out the weekend. Enjoy Sunday's games. We'll see you back Monday at 4. Have a good one.